Do you ever find yourself saying yes to things you don't want to do simply because you don't want to let others down or feel guilty? Do you feel like your own needs and desires always take backseat to those of others? If so, you are not alone. Many people struggle with setting boundaries and saying no without feeling guilty. But what if I tell you that there is a way to say no with confidence and without feeling guilty? In this video, I will share with you 5 simple steps to help you say no without feeling guilty and reclaim your personal power. The last step is the most important of them all. Through countless of experiments and exercises, I have discovered that saying no is not only essential to our well-being, but it can also strengthen our relationship and increase our sense of self-worth. In this video, I will guide you through step-by-step process that help you say no with confidence and without feeling guilty. I will also share with you real-life examples of people who have successfully implemented these strategies and transformed their lives for the better. So if you are ready to reclaim your personal power and start saying no without feeling guilty, then join me as we embark on this transformative journey together. The first step in saying no without feeling guilty is to pause and reflect before responding to their request. This step is important because it allows you to evaluate the situation and determine if saying yes aligns with your priorities and values. By taking a moment to reflect, you are giving yourself time to consider your best options and make decisions that is best for you. For example, if a friend asks you to help them move on a date that you have set aside for self-care, you might feel the pressure to say yes because you don't want to disappoint them. However, if you pause and reflect, you might realize that saying yes will compromise your well-being and leave you feeling exhausted and resentful. In this case, it will be okay to say no and suggest an alternative date that works better for you. By making pause and reflection your first step in saying no, you are empowering yourself to make decisions that are in alignment with your needs and values. It is important to remember that saying no is not a selfish act but rather a necessary step in protecting your own well-being. The second step in saying no without feeling guilty is to be honest and direct in your response. This means clearly communicating the reasons for saying no rather than making up excuses and beating around the bush. Being honest and direct helps you to build trust and respect in your relationship and also shows that you value your own time and priorities. For example, if your boss asks you to take on an additional project that you don't have the bandwidth for, it might be tempting to say yes to avoid disappointing them. However, being honest and direct could sound something like, "Thank you for considering me for this project. However, at the moment, I have a full plate on my current workload and I wouldn't be able to give it attention it deserves." By being honest about your limitations, you are showing your boss that you are responsible and self-aware. Remember, being honest and direct does not mean being rude or dismissive. It is important to deliver your message in a respectful and professional manner, while still making it clear that you are unable to commit. By following this second step, you will be able to say no without feeling guilty or compromising your values. The third step is to offer alternative. Offering alternative is an essential step in saying no to people without feeling guilty. It is a way of showing them that you are not just refusing to help them, but you are also genuinely interested in finding solution to the issue. One way to offer alternative is to suggest someone else who could help. For example, if a colleague asks you to cover for them in a meeting but you can't, you could suggest someone else who is knowledgeable about the topic. Another way is to offer an alternative timeline or a different method of assistance. For instance, if a friend asks you to help them move on a day you are busy, you could offer to help them pack the day before or offer to help them unpack once they have moved. Offering alternative not only shows that you care, but also gives the other person the opportunity to find a solution that works for them. It is important to remember that you are not responsible for solving other people's problems, but you can offer suggestions that may be helpful. By offering alternative, you are not just saying no, but you are also showing that you are open to finding a solution that works best for everyone involved. The first step is to stick to your boundaries. Setting and sticking to boundaries is a crucial step in saying no to people without feeling guilty. Boundaries are limits that we set for ourselves to ensure we protect our well-being and protect our time and energy. It is important to remember that saying no does not make you a bad person. When setting boundaries, be clear and specific about what you are and what you are not comfortable with. For example, if a friend constantly asks for your time and attention when you are busy, let them know that you are not available during a certain hours. Stick to these boundaries to avoid feelings of guilt and resentment. Additionally, it is important to communicate your boundaries in a firm but polite manner. You do not need to apologize for setting boundaries, but you can express your appreciation for the person's understanding. For example, you can say something like this: "I appreciate your understanding that I'm not available to help you move this weekend. I have a lot of work to catch up on, but I hope you can find someone who can assist you." By being honest and firm about your boundaries, you can prevent others from taking advantage of your time and energy, which can ultimately lead to a happier and healthier you. The fifth and the most important step in saying no to people without guilt is to practice self-compassion. Saying no can be difficult, especially if you are a people pleaser. It can make you feel guilty or selfish, but it's important to remember that you have the right to set boundaries and take care of yourself. This means being kind and understanding towards yourself, even if others might not be. It involves recognizing your own needs and taking care of yourself without feeling guilty about it. For example, if you're already committed to attending a friend's event, but you are feeling overwhelmed and you need some time alone, it is okay to cancel and take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and remember that it is important to take care of your own needs. Practicing self-compassion also involves setting realistic expectations for yourself. You don't have to be perfect or please everyone. It is okay to make mistakes and say no sometimes. For example, if you have a busy schedule and they can't commit to volunteering for an event, it is important to recognize your own limitations and not overextend yourself. Be kind to yourself and give yourself permission to prioritize your own needs. By practicing self-compassion, you will be better able to set healthy boundaries and say no without feeling guilty. So this is where we wrap it up for today's video. Hope you learn one or two things. Now if you do, don't forget to share it to others, your friends, your family, your relatives, to help them learn one or two things too. Don't be stingy with knowledge. And also, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Till I see you guys next time. Peace.